I think two things. One factor definitely was we were 9-0 last year in 14 and ripped through the regular season and felt like we really ran out of gas there towards the end of the year. And so we made a decision as a staff to take it a little bit lighter in the fall camp and maybe ease into things, knowing maybe we get off to a little bit of a slow start. So that hurt us early a little bit. I think also we lost a ton of players on defense. Our entire secondary, two outstanding players on the defensive line. Lost Logan Lacey, a great linebacker. I was a little thinking, we keep doing what we've been doing. Kind of got enamored with some of the things Auburn was doing on offense with running the quarterback and running game. And for whatever reason, it just wasn't us. It wasn't me, probably first and foremost. Wasn't what our players had been used to. And we kind of were in that lull. And once we did start opening things up, I think our guys were still fresh at the end of the year, which is a huge factor. Opening things up a little bit more and getting guys healthy, and really ended up being a big year for us.
You've been assistant in other places. Obviously, played big-time college football. Played a little bit in the NFL as well. In terms of seasons that you've been through, what the challenges you face this one? How did they kind of compare to some things you've been through before?
It was challenging. Mondays, we start 2-4 going in Mondays facing the team. I think as a staff, that's where we did our best work, was convincing the guys we could still win and still win the whole thing. I think as a coaching staff, we really never had any doubts. We lost to some tough teams. At the same time, we're probably as good as anybody on our schedule. We just weren't playing good football. And so that part was tough. But credit goes to these young men. I mean, they as long as they kept practicing well, which they did. Everybody kept asking me, it must be terrible out there. No, they kept practicing great. And as long as you saw the great attitude and the great effort in practice, I felt like, and I kept telling the players that we're going to end up winning the whole thing. You guys just wait and watch and see. And that's what happened. And just because of the way they practice. I have been on teams that have started slow, and I went through University of Connecticut basketball. It was a 500 team and ended up winning the whole thing a couple years ago. The New York Giants a few years ago were 9-7. We gave them plenty of examples of other teams that have done it throughout the year.